Hey, Shalom, Call Halal, Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shah Bashim, Yahweh Hadash, the ones apostles of great millstone, and Shalom, true brothers in the highways and byways, doing the work sincerely and faithfully and continually fighting that good fight of faith, Lord willing, we are finding that number to be delivered, alright? So I was just watching Elder Apostle Gabar, Bishop Sakaran, and Bishop Tizayawan. I was watching their lesson, and it was once again another beautiful lesson. But Elder Apostle Gabar had mentioned, we're suffering. And I got to thinking, and it started resonating me. The spirit jumped on me to get into this real quick, right? And for as long as the apostles have been set up and going through these things and going through this word and being a part of this ministry, they clearly have suffered a great deal. And we who have come in over the past 15, 16 years, we also have been partakers of the suffering as well, right? And then I got to thinking about the men who have left Great Millstone and went their way, and for whatever reason, all these men had the same storyline. And that storyline was they were thanking the Lord for freeing them from the cult of Great Millstone. They was thanking the Lord for being a part of, of the freedom that comes with not having to be under the order of Great Millstone, right? Now, when you acquire certain freedoms, it comes with a different mindset, all right? It comes with a different mindset. And the questions that, you start thinking about, well, what are you free from? You're still in captivity, all right? You're still under your oppressor. You're still living in the enemy's land. You're still subject to want of all things from your enemy. So what exactly are you free from? All right? So let's get into a couple scriptures. This is Romans 8:18. It says, "For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time," okay? The sufferings of this present time. We are all still suffering. And until Yahweh Yahweh Shai comes and Lord willing delivers us, we're going to continue to suffer. There's no ease of the foot. There's no rest. All right? Continuing. It says, "For the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us." Right. So that glory is not going to be revealed until the total suffering is done. And you best believe we still got a lot of suffering to go through. But if you let the men who've departed tell you, believe their report, they're going to make you think their life is on easy street now. Breathing a breath of fresh air because they feel like the Lord has delivered them from the cult and delivered them from, the untruth, the untold truths, if you will. Continuing on. 1 Peter's 4:1 says, "For as much then as Yahweh Shai has suffered for us in the flesh," all right? Yahweh Shai has even suffered, right? So therefore, what would make a man think that he is free, from all aspects of captivity? Yahweh Shai himself even suffered. Isn't it not written that the servant is not greater than his master? Continuing on. It says, "Arm yourselves likewise with the same mind. For he that have suffered in the flesh have ceased from sin." Right? So if you haven't suffered, if you ain't suffering or haven't suffered, you still dealing falsely and wickedly. All right? But from here, let's just go and see a little bit of the mindset of Yahushua. All right? Because it says, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind. All right? This is Isaiah 53. And I'll start at 1. It says, who have believed our report? And to whom is the arm of the Lord revealed? For he shall grow up before him as a tender plant, and as a root out of the dry ground. It says, he have no form nor comeliness, and when we shall see him, there is no beauty that we should desire him. Verse 3. It says, he is despised and rejected of men, a man of sorrow and acquainted with grief. All right? So you people out there who are talking, you calling upon the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you believe in Yahushua. Yahushua was a man rejected and despised, a man of sorrow and acquainted with grief. But one will tell you, he's free. He's liberated. Okay? It doesn't make sense, man. And it says, and we hid as it were our faces from him. He was despised, and we esteemed him not. Okay? It says, for surely he has borne our griefs and carried our sorrows, yet we did esteem him stricken, smitten of the Most High, and afflicted. All right? So that's what this is all about, man. We have been put over here to suffer. And like I said earlier, the servant's not greater than his master. Yahushua suffered and went through all these things. So we're going to continue to go through these things until the bitter end, man. Lord ain't going to come down and give you rest and give you ease. We ought to arm ourselves with the same mind as Yahushua. And these are the things that was going through Yahushua. All right? Continuing on. Baruch 4:25. It says, my children, suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from the Most High. For thine enemies have persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction, and shall tread upon his neck. All right? So we got to suffer patiently until this thing is over, man. But not only that, we're being instructed and told that this wrath is coming upon us from the Most High. All right? So why would one dare say he's free or he's liberated? The Lord ain't done. He ain't done. He ain't even got started. He ain't really got started, man. So be warned and be ready. All brothers, you brothers who are in this thing, and we sincere, we got some hell that's coming upon us, man. We ain't gonna be walking around making videos talking about we're free, Lord delivered us out of the cold, and why would you want to be delivered out of the perils that the Lord put you in, man? By somebody else or by yourself. You delivered yourself from the troubles. I'd rather have, and we all, and I'm sure I speak for all the brothers, we rather wait upon the Lord by dealing with the trials and tribulations that the Lord set before us, that the Lord may come and redeem us. There's no other man's hand mightier than the Lord's hand. Your hand and hands are not mightier than the Lord's hands. You ain't delivering yourself to everlasting joy You ain't delivering yourself to freedom. As a matter of fact, since we said that, let's look up this definition of free. Okay? Just the basic definition of free. It says, let me get my glasses here. Give me a second. It says, not under control or in the power of another, able to act or be done as one wishes. And this is what a lot of men desire. To be from underneath an order just so they can act disorderly. They can do whatever the hell they want without being questioned, without being examined, without being rebuked. Okay? This is what people want. Keep going on, keep reading on. It says, quote, I have no ambitions other than to have a happy life and be free. All right? And this is the sentiment that a lot of these men take. They leave Great Millstone, or they come and make their videos about Great Millstone, talking about they was free from the cult, they was relieved. Now what? The only thing you've done to yourselves is now you profess to be free, but now you have no covering. Right? So let's prove that. Let's prove that. This is Zechariah 9 and 12, right? Check this out. It says, turn to the stronghold, ye prisoners of hope. Right? So now the Lord is identifying us as prisoners. You're not free. You can't just roam about and do what you want. All right? Now you're back into the world doing whatever you're doing back in the world, right? Expecting the Lord to what? To defend you. Right? But check it out. Let me read it from the top again. It says, Turn you to the strongholds, ye prisoners of hope, even to the day do I declare that I will render double unto you. Double unto thee. Right. So the Lord's not going to render double unto thee until this sentence is fulfilled. All right? We are technically under a sentence of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, being prisoners of hope. So the time is going to come where the Lord's going to render double unto us. But that's not going to happen until the Lord ends all things on this side. And until these things are ended, we're going to remain to be prisoners of hope. Okay? So the position in the lot that the Lord has put us in, we're more than happy to be in this lot and to serve this lot as prisoners of hope, as being those who are troubled. All right? There's no better position that we of Great Millstone, us men here, would rather be in. Because we understand and know that the hand of the Lord will soon come, man. Relief and help will soon be upon us. That's why the scripture says, suffer patiently. Read that again. It says, my children, suffer patiently the wrath that has come upon you. All right? The Lord mentions nothing about, I'm going to deliver you, from your trouble, but you're still going to be subjected to the trouble. All right? We're going to go through some shit, man. We're going to go through some shit. And this is why, the spirit that the Lord is putting out there right now is a very solemn spirit. It's very solemn right now. Brothers are starting to buckle down. Things are starting to happen. Let me continue on and finish up. Now I'm going to read this. I wasn't going to read it, but I'll read it anyway. This is Ephesians 4:1. It says, I therefore, the prisoners I therefore, the prisoner of the Lord, beseech you that ye walk worthy of the vocation wherewith ye are called. All right? The Apostle Paul identified himself as a prisoner. Do we not read the writings of the Apostle Paul? Did not the Apostle Paul give us instructions on how to carry ourselves and do certain things? So therefore, we also are prisoners of the Lord. Right? And it speaks about ye walk worthy of the vocation wherewith ye are called. We have been called to what? To be prophets unto the Lord and unto the nations, to prophesy the downfall of kingdoms and kings and peoples and nations, to reach out to the brokenhearted, to the downtrodden, to the sorrow, to the meek, the lowly, and deliver this word, which is thy comforter, which when you hear these words, you can sustain yourself a little longer, because you know help is on the way. Men who bow out and go about their business, they weren't serious, and the Lord had the appointed time for them to go and do exactly what they have been doing. Men making videos, men backbiting, talking shit, all across the board, man. But we understand this, that we know that these offenses must come. It's all a part of the prophecy. It's all a part of the Lord's plan. These things have to play out, man. They have to play out. All right? So all that being said, we truly are suffering over here. Whether it be, the ailments that comes upon us, just being here and having to deal and be around the wickedness that we have to endure on a daily basis, catching hell from all angles, to the point where sometimes you just want to go out and do something to somebody, man. But nevertheless, as Yahweh Shai said, it's not our will, it's the Heavenly Father's will. And we're going to remain faithful to the words that He spoke unto us. And Lord willing, He raises us up to be delivered, that He covers us with his arm, His stretched out arm, that we may find comfort. All right? So Lord willing, I'm going to see our brothers on another one. I'm going to say shalom.